Good morning, Charlotte News. On today's newscast, I, Todd Dingleberry, will be discussing the residential effects of CAFO. Residents discuss how their life has changed as a result. The deafening noise from the tractor trailers at all hours of the day and night has a negative impact on their overall quality of life. They compare the stench of the farms to that of rotten eggs or decomposing animal corpses. It appears out of nowhere, trapping them inside with the windows shut and the air conditioning on full blast 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, we have an interview, Quantavius Bingleton the 17th, that will be interviewing local residents that have affected CAFO.
So, Farmer Hank, what do you think about CAFO?
Queso?
No, CAFO.
Cheese dip?
No, like CAFO, C-A-F-O.
Oh, them big old farms.
Yes.
I can't stand me some CAFOs. Back in my day, had some cows, put them on pastures. Had some pigs, put them in some mud. Had some chickens, well, they just do whatever they want because they're chickens. But, these CAFOs, business, taking my jobs, and I can't stand me no CAFO.
Wow, that was another great interview. Now on to our interview.
So, Harrison.
Dude, I'm not the farmer.
Oh, right. Okay, Thomas, did you know that CAFOs contribute to 7% of greenhouse gas emissions in the U.S.?
That cannot be good, can it?
No, cannot be good. And nitrogen from unlined pits of hog waste seeps into waterways.
What?
Into waterways!
Into my water?
And contributes to groundwater and
These
well
liberals in
pollution.
water. Oh, I can't stand that water. I need to clean that up.
Same thing.
No.
Whenever groundwater is actually polluted, it is not drinkable. Therefore, CAFOs cause the wells to be unusable.
I don't even got a well.
Oh, alright, my bad. Through livestock manure and digestive process, greenhouse gases are released into the atmosphere, contributing to the global warming.
I use the manure to power my stove, so I don't really care about that.
Alright, we're good. Cut it.
Wow, that was a great interview. Now we're gonna
behind you.
Citizens.
Oh.
Thank you, Todd Dingleberry. Today we're interviewing residents inside of North Carolina. This is
Fingleton Fonkel.
he will be further explaining laws or acts that involve CAFO.
By the early 1990s, the federal government first acknowledged environmental justice, reducing the risk for all communities. Soon after, the Environmental Protection Agency created the Office of Environmental Equity.
Thank you. Back to you, Todd.
Hello, and welcome back to the Charlotte.
First acknowledged environmental justice, reducing the risk for all communities. Soon after, the Environmental Protection Agency created the Office of Environmental Equity.
Thank you. Back to you, Todd.
Hello, and welcome back to the Charlotte News Station. As you can see, we have moved studios because a studio collapse actually happened. Okay, thank you. And now I will be talking about how CO2 is released from hog farms that use CAFOs and how it affects the United States areas. Map shown here, the areas with red have a large heat density because of the CO2 released by CAFOs. And the areas like California and in the Midwest have a larger heat density because there's more CAFOs used.
Welcome back, Charlotte News. We have Farmer Hank with us once again after he took a little break after getting a little bit too mad, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I'm back here with my swines. CAFOs, they tried to take them and kill them, but I saved them. These are my swines. There he goes.
Okay, Farmer Hank, we actually brought you back to ask you your very last question of economic effects of CAFO. Please, further explain.
Oh, of course. Well, a benefit that it requires less human labor, and it does produce more meat at a much lower cost. And it produces, like, when you go to the grocery store, right, the cost of meat, eggs, and milk might be lower because it's being produced at a much higher rate. But the negative benefits are that maybe me, right? Because I live near a CAFO, my house went down 40%. It's not worth that much anymore. I bought it for $300,000. Well, if I sold it, I'd be in debt. But there's also a lot of odor and flies around, but I don't really like those. I mean, she might. She's a nice old swine.